We arrived in the Boskoop and they have colored beautiful. As you can see, they are really nice and red apples now. And that's what we like, to have red Boskoop. They are always rough apples, so it means they look very brown, but underneath they are red. And that makes them a good apple this way. It's just a character of a Boskoop. It looks like that. But people just love it as it's a really old variety with a unique taste. And we only have 3 rows of it, but they grow a bunch of apples. So it's more than plenty for our shop and our vending machines. And yeah, we really do not need more than this because these produce so well. And they are absolutely loaded this year. So we are gonna harvest them now. We have waited until today because now the color is exactly as we wanted. We have never had Boskoop so nice and red, but this year we were very busy, so we could not pick these earlier. So they are just perfect right now. So let's harvest them. We do pick these with the crude car in front. That's basically a small trailer which I made 8 years ago already. And that's just to put the bad apples in. And we do that because there is a lot of apples on the trees which got hail damage. And there's also a lot of good apples on the ground which are still perfectly fine for apple compote. So we picked them up as well because these trees, they are so loaded, they just get pushed off. So everything that drops on the ground, we collect it for apple compote. And yeah, people really love the Boskoop for it. That's why we do this with the Boskoop. So today we're also gonna pick the Freya because the Freya have colored really nice. It's been 15 days since we picked these, so it's good to pick them now. And we're gonna take everything off as it's not worth it to leave a few hanging, because all what we leave hanging would be this one on this tree, and there's another one on the bottom, but it's not enough to say we do a third pick, so we're taking it all out.
Endless screams were lost. Pick up the old wrench. Dreams in a clenched fist. Smooth the rough edges. Breathe in the sparks. Oil the tired hinges. In dark we find marks. Fix that old machine. Turn dreams into scenes. Revive the weary beams. Watch it glow green. Twist wires in the night. Silent whispers in flight. Watching sparks ignite. Brighten our sight. Under moon's watchful eye. Hear the machine sigh. Awake as if by magic. Feel the earthquake magic.
So here we are in the Freya, picking everything of them. So it's a super nice apple to have. It's a really red apple. The taste is a bit weird, but once it comes out of cool house it tastes a lot better. Just from the tree it's not the nicest taste, but that's just our opinion on it, or at least my opinion. But I mean, it looks like a super well sellable apple because it colors that nice. This is a color people really like to see when they are walking over the market. So we got another weird problem with the machines. So this lever here wants to turn itself over automatically to that side once the bin is full, and it happens because I greased it a bit because it was wearing in so bad. And yeah, that's happening now. So we're gonna use our backup machine after this field is finished today, and then I can take this one in the workshop, because what I need to do is I need to weld these parts up again so that I have a nice flat face again, to make sure that it has enough contact there. And that is actually a new rear plate there, and this machine has done, this is year number 17 that we have this machine in action, and it does over 1,000 bins a year, so that's 17,000 bins, so 17,000 times rubbing over that piece of metal. So no wonder that wears out, but I need to fix it properly. So for that we need to take it in the workshop and then fix it, and hopefully we are clean of this problem for another 20 years again. So these plates here are worn out, and I already used the angle grinder a bit to get them in a proper shape, but that didn't help out, not in the way that I intended to. So we're gonna take these off, and I'm gonna weld a new piece of steel on there so that we have a bigger surface and hopefully fix the issue. As you can see, I have over tightened these bolts. That's quite a shame, but we also need to fix that while we're on it. So we are gonna fix that all now. Alright, so I adjusted these pieces. So now they have a nice flat bottom side, but also it's angled a little bit down. That way the lever doesn't want to tilt forward automatically, because it's actually being hooked in like an angle. So it doesn't want to rotate this way. Alright, so I assemble everything together again, and now this is working smooth and it's doing exactly what it should do. So this should hold up the bin again properly and not that weak as before, because we now have a lot more new wear mode. So we arrived at the third pick of Elster, and we have a different hang here. So some trees have a lot of apples, while some trees are already mostly emptied out. So we are really curious what the production here is gonna be, as we have no clue at this moment. We just know that these apples have colored really good. As you can see, all the apples have a nice red touch, and that's exactly what we want for a third pick. That means that we have a really good third pick with that color. I mean, doesn't matter how many leaves are over, all of them have a nice red blush. So it's perfect. So let's get the machines in and start picking the Ulster for the third time.